Hello, build fans. If any of you are still as feeling strange about me saying build fans instead of saying what particular fans, yeah, I know how you feel. But, alright, well, I have issue 36 of the X-Wing build for you this week. Even though I'll probably have many multiple go out in the exact same week. But, just want to show you this. I was able to find the other pin to get this all straightened out, and it was lost in the carpet, and the carpet is kind of an old shag carpet. I mean, at least 20 years old. It's definitely not from the 70s or the 60s, because this house was only built in the 70s. I had to use my magnetic pickup tool in order to find it. So, I got that all sorted out. I still have to go through and get the fingerprints off of it, as you can probably see from that. Alright, so, issue 36 of the Star Wars Build Your Own X-Wing. And right here, you can see more assembling the frame. It looks like we're going to actually be attaching the framework from the last time to the rest of the fuselage. So, alright, so skipping to the build. Okay. Oh. Here's our little baggie of parts. There's some more frame pieces, probably, so we can attach the sucker. But there we go for that. Okay, so cockpit and frame parts. This issue's components include parts that fit inside the cockpit, both behind the pilot and under the forward control console. You also have 4 frame parts that fit ahead of the pilot and unite the sections of the framework that you have been assembling so far. Awesome. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and we'll open this baggie up and get these parts out. There's a few small detail parts in here. Alright. That baggie's empty. Okay, so we have some more X-Wing 01 screws. We even have some X-Wing 02 screws. And quite a lot of X-Wing 07 screws. Wow, it's the first time we've had the 07s. Okay, so we'll get all these little detail pieces up out of the way, and we'll just go through and we'll open up the bag of the frame pieces. There we go. Alright, so far this build is becoming very, very cool. Alright, so I'm going to be reading from here. Of course, after I read this top section here, I'm just going to move this over again. Alright, so cockpit fittings. Alright, so we can see it's 11 steps for the cockpit fittings. The life support console behind the pilot is assembled from parts that you must push fit together before screwing on the targeting computer subassembly that you put together last time. Okay, so there we have that, just making sure there's no detailed parts underneath there. Alright, so step 1. Take the parts of the life support system and targeting computer, including the assembly from stage 35. Okay, so that would be this piece right here. And I'm guessing all these little detail pieces. It's showing more pieces than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. we're supposed to have 2 of these. Okay, where's the other one then? Oh, it's right up here. Okay, so there we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh? Okay, this is starting to get a little weird here. Okay, so in this picture, you can clearly see that we are only supposed to have 4 detail parts right here. And 4 detail parts. Alright? In the picture, it's showing 5 detail parts. Okay, so let me look in my box of tricks and see if there's some detail part in there that you must have missed. Nope, there's nothing in there. Huh. And the only detail part we got in that last issue there was push fit on the side here. Huh, okay. Alright, so step 1. Okay, so we got everything that it's showing right here in the inventory. So we got that. Okay, so step 2. Fit the pin of one of the small details into the back of the slot near the one corner of the life support console. And looks like right in here. Alright, so here I think I'm gonna end up using my tweezers here just so I can get a better grip holding it in. Okay. Okay, that kind of moves around. Oh, that actually pops out very easy. So it's not exactly like a actual snug fit. Oh, okay. Alright, so step 3 was press the detail in. Okay, sorry. Step 3, press the detail all the way down into the slot in the console. It's as far down as it goes. Yeah, that's as far down as it goes. Alright, on that side it actually stays in. Okay, and step 4 is repeat steps 2 and 3 to fit the other detail near the opposite corner of the life support console. Alright, let's see if this one fits in here any better. No, it doesn't. Okay, so apparently this hole is might be a little too big for the part, so I think I'm going to use a little bit of super glue on that. So, seeing as it's coming right out, and I'm going to do the same thing I did the last time, I'm going to put the super glue on the toothpick right up off to the side right here, just in case this wants to try to like explode on me. Alright, and then just put a little bit right here on that peg. Not a whole lot, just so enough so that way it stays in, because I don't want that falling out, and this one could actually fall out. Alright, and we'll just let that dry for a second. Okay, step 5, the U-shaped detail with the console this way around. Okay. Step 6, and press the pins on each end into these holes in the console. Okay, so this pin right here is going to be going into this upper one. Like that, yeah. And that one down there like that. Okay, now that is going into this hole down at the bottom, and this one's actually a bit of a snug fit. You can tell I'm like pulling on it, but that one's coming out. This piece is like a rubber. It's made out of rubber. But I don't know if that's supposed to come out or not. Which you wouldn't think that it would come out. So I might or might not put super glue on this one too. Huh. I'm probably going to wait on that. Okay, step 7. Align the targeting computer display with the console this way around. Okay. And step 8, and press the square pins on the end into the slot in the console. Okay, so it goes into this one right here. Okay. And that one doesn't really want to go in. That does not want to go in. Hold on. I think that's got a little bit of extra flashing in there. Well, flash molding. Or mold flash, or however you want to say it. So I'm just going to take my X-Acto and I'm going to scrape some of that away. And there's not a whole lot of it coming out. Alright, well, let's see if that does anything. It wasn't too much. I just, okay, looks like I'm going to be gluing that in. Yeah, okay, so I did not scrape a whole lot of that out of it, and it's still... It went from not being able to get pushed in to very loose. So, appears that maybe some of the measurements were off when this was made. So, just holding that in place for a second. Just hope, I didn't put a whole lot of glue on there. So I just hope it's enough glue. Which apparently it might not have been. Yeah, it wasn't. That's what I get for just trying to make it simple. I guess we'll use a tad bit more glue this time. Maybe I'll put it directly on this piece right here. Well, let's see if it works that time. Alright, and I'll just let that sit. Okay, move these because now I got to flip the page. Alright, step 9. Align the targeting computer assembly from stage 35 with the console like this, lining up the large holes in the console. Okay, so line it up like that. Okay. And step 10 says press it into place, but it's just for screw holes. Can't really press it into place. Okay, and step 11, it's where it comes in, and turn the assembly over and use 2 XW02 screws. Oh, sorry. If that wasn't on camera. So you got the 2 screw holes here, and you got those holes right there, and you just line it up like that. So okay. Oh, it's not even the right size. Oh, I guess I'll just use the X-Wing screwdriver there. Yeah, so, you know, I'm probably going to have to watch some stuff again and see exactly how these parts right here are like what color those parts are going to be, because I'll probably end up painting those whatever colors they are supposed to be, just so that way it's a bit more realistic looking. And there we go. Both screws, and nice and firm in place. Alright, and then all it says is that completes the rear console assembly for this stage. So that's completely done with. Alright, so extending the frame. Okay, so extending the frame, that is 21 steps. Okay. So the 4 frame parts supplied are used to make a cradle that links the 2 sub-assemblies of the fuselage framework that you have put together in stage 33 and 35. Alright. Get the stuff moved up out of the way. Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Frame parts. Alright, so step 1. Lay out the frame parts like this, noting which way the lugs go. You also need 4 XW01 screws. Okay, so I'll open up the baggie for that. Come on, where is that? Okay. Alright, so there's all the screws right there. Alright, so There's the extra XW02 right there. Get that baggie up out of the way. The screws over. Okay, so that goes on the right. That goes on the left. And then this piece goes like that. Of course, obviously, they have it in such a way that you can't really see it. Okay, so step 2, take these 2 frame parts this way around. Alright, so take this one and this one right here. And how are we doing this? Like this? Yeah, okay. Alright, so this goes under here like that. And then step 3, and fit them together like this, lining up the fixing holes. So there we got that. Step 4 is screw the frame parts together using an XW01. Alright, so we grab XW01 and we screw this together. And I don't know if that was actually properly in there because it didn't want to go down all the way. Alright, that one went in. Okay. Alright, step 5. Repeat steps 2 to 4 to attach the opposite-handed frame section. Okay, so we just take this, put that right there in that one, and then we take another XW01, and then we just make sure this is screws lined up properly. Hopefully it is. And then we screw that one in. Alright, and that screws in there tight. Obviously it's still moving around. We just need to have all the other framework in place. Alright, step 6. Take the 4th frame section and align it this way around. Or this way around. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so it goes like this. Right up over the top for those 2 holes right there. Okay. And that is also step 7 right there. And then step 8, using 2 more XW01 screws to hold the whole assembly together. Alright, which we'll do that right now. If I can get this onto the screwdriver, that is. And we take care of putting this first screw in. Okay, maybe it's already lined. Nope. And it doesn't want to align for some reason. Okay, I think maybe I got a bad screw. I can't tell if there's something wrong with those threadings or not. So taking a different screw, and we'll pop that in there. Alright, and that went in just fine. Alright, so take one more and take care of that second hole. Oh yeah, this one's going in so much better. Perfecto. There we go. Okay. Alright, so step 9. Okay, so now we need to bring in this piece right here. And take the framework from stage 33 and fit the assembly you just put together from below like this. Okay. Okay. So that's aligned like that. Step 10 is, fitting the two projecting arms of the framework into the recesses at the front of the cockpit. Okay, so that, oh, sorry, I must not have done that on camera. Okay, so you have these two pins right here are going to go into these two front holes, and those are going to be the screw holes. So those need to go down in there like that. And then gonna go down in there like that. And then you just need to make sure that these spots are lining up with that part of the framework. Okay, so that was step 11, or step 10. We're going to step 11. And that just says pressing the cross pieces up against the forward struts. Which, yep, okay. And step 12 is fix the new frames to the cockpit floor with XW02 screws. Alright, so we are going to turn this over and we're going to screw, I'm sorry, XW01 screws. And we're going to screw this in from underneath here. That is, if I can pick up the screw. And we're going to put it into that hole right there. Alright, here we got that. And then we're going to take care of the second hole. Like that. Okay, so that's good. Alright, step 13 is join the cross pieces to the forward struts with 4 XW07 screws. Okay, so just put these screws off to the side. Put that one up on the top, and then we'll open up the 07 screws. That's excuse me, that's a lot of screws right there. Okay. Alright. And these ones are a bit longer than usual. Okay, so I'm guessing... Wait, I probably shouldn't guess. Okay, so these ones look like they're getting screwed from the top side. Yeah, yep, they are. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start with this one right here. Alright, that one's nice and tight. And then we're going to put this one in. And it doesn't seem to be aligning. Nope. Okay, there we go. Oh, that one went in like butter. Alright, then we'll take care of the 2 screws on the other side. And, okay, that one seems to be aligned already in that spot. Alright, there we go for that. And last screw for this. Right in there. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that piece of the framework is in place. Alright, so step 14. Take the forward console support and match up the 2 locating pins in the thicker end with the holes in the cockpit floor. Okay, so that will be this black piece right in here. And I don't know if you can actually see that. Okay, now you can, because I lifted it up a bit. Yeah, apparently for some reason it's getting darker down here, and then when I go to lift up, because it's probably got to be because of the blue paper I have in the background now. Okay. So, okay, so where does that go? Guess it leans forward and goes in like this. Yeah, okay. So you got the 2 holes for the pin, and then this is getting screwed from the top side here. So this is going to be angled forward like that. Alright, and step 15 was just press it into place like this. Alright, and 16 is use an XW01 screw to keep this in place. Alright, so I'm going to put that down. And alright. Alright, and there we go, and that's in. Alright, cool. Alright, that was step 16, and step 17 is now take the framework you assembled in stage 35 and align it with the forward struts. And this is supposed to be going up over the top like this. Okay, so I'm going to pop these off and put this on. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so, okay, there we go. Like that, and there's some pins and whatnot that keep it into place, so it ends up sitting just like this. Okay, and then we pop these side pieces back in place. Okay. And step 18 is so you could fit into place just like this. Obviously, once the screws go in, it'll keep everything down. Alright, step 19. Join the top of the forward console support to the rearmost cross piece using the XW01 screw. Okay, and that gets screwed from the underside. Okay. Alright, where's my... Okay, it's right there. Let's hope this is going to be long enough here to do that. Oh, wow, this is going to... Okay, so I'm going to have to put this... Yeah! Okay. So, gotta be careful with this. Gotta have to keep it kind of upright. And I can't even see where the hole is. Ugh. And find the hole right there. Okay. And then just walk it back. And then screw that into place. Alright, and that's tight. I think that doesn't seem to have gone in very far. Yeah. No, it didn't. That really didn't go into place very far. Huh. That is so weird. So, I mean, you can see it. Look. It didn't go in very far. But if you take a look at the screw from underneath, that is flush with the plastic right there. Huh. That's odd. Huh. Okay. Alright, and step 20 is join the cockpit side frames to the rearmost crosspiece using XW01 screws, one in the hole shown and one on the opposite side. Yeah. Okay, so we know exactly which ones those are. Alright, so we put one in this side. Come on. Come on. That doesn't seem to... Okay, there we go. Alright, so I was walking that back and to make sure that the threads were lining up, and it didn't seem like the threads were lining up. So, but I mean, it did go in perfectly fine. So hopefully we have a better time lining up these on this side. Yeah, no, apparently not. Alright, let's just... Alright, yeah, okay, so that is lined up right there. Alright, that's in. Alright, there we go. It's nice and tight. Okay. And step 21. Join the forward struts using 8 XW07 screws in the positions indicated in the picture below. Alright, so we gotta tip the sucker over. And I'm just gonna take a guess here, as in 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 4 on the other side. Alright, so just go ahead and we will take these screws and take care of that. Alright, so I am going to actually start with this screw hole right here on either side first, so that way it kind of keeps the middle together. so that way I can go back and tighten the other ones, because I mean the cage is secured up in the front section area already on either side. Alright, I have to do a little bit of squeezing right there because that one side is popping out a bit. Alright. Alright, there we go. Those two screws are in. Now I'm going to do the forward two most. I mean forward most two. Oh, this thing is coming together. It's awesome. So awesome. You know, apparently there are quite a number of people that are a bit further along than I am with this build. And all I gotta say is, I mean, I watched some of their stuff and they're just doing like the whole month in like one big flash buy. So apparently with between 36 and 49, we are doing the third wing parts. And apparently we also start to get like the front piece, I guess, of the fuselage, like the plastic front piece, from what I had seen. So I guess we'll, you know, positively find out what issue that ends up coming in. Because, you know, I don't doubt that they'll have us finish all four wings before we even finish the fuselage. So alright, and then we'll get this last screw in. Alright, and this is done. I don't know if there's supposed to be a space in there. Oh. Yeah, okay. Alright, apparently I need to tighten this front one down a little bit more. Oh, I hope I don't have to take this thing apart to try and make this lay flat. Oh, no, that's all it's... Oh, I might. I might need to do that, because you can see this side is fitting flat, but then this side, it's got to be that pin that's right there. Okay, hold on. Let me see what is going on with this. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to take care of that off screen, because this video was long enough. Alright, so yeah, completed framework should look like this from above and below. Alright, so we got this. And there we go. Alright, cool. And then we got this all taken care of. So alrighty. We are very much coming along with this X-Wing build. And this is 9 months worth of work right here. Alright, so I guess they might or might not save most of the internal wiring for, let's see, it took us 9 months to basically build 2 wings, and then get some of the framing work done for the fuselage, and a little bit of cockpit work. So, and we're just starting the laser. We took care of the 3rd laser cannon. So, 9 months. So, I'll probably within another 8 months worth of work, we should have the last 2 wings all completed, and probably, you know, the last like 8 or 9 months for this build is probably just going to be the whole fuselage and the motors and all the wiring and and whatnot. But this, I mean, look at this. This is coming along. This is pretty cool. I mean, look how long this is. I mean, my fingertips are right at the back of this, and my elbow's right there. So this thing's going to be the entire length with, you know, like once all the plastic on the front goes on, this is going to be like the entire length of my freaking forearm. Oh my god, it's so cool. Alright, so until the next X-Wing build, or until the next R2 build, or if I happen to have another Eagle Moss modification to my DeLorean up, then thanks for watching.